Welcome back to Pretty Jacked. There's literally an ice cream truck parked basically in our driveway right now, and I'm hoping the mics don't pick it up, but it'll probably pick up the children screaming for ice cream.
You scream ice cream. Stay away from ice cream.
What's your favorite thing from the ice cream truck? There's one right answer.
I haven't had anything from the ice cream. There's one right answer.
There's one right answer.
I don't eat any more from the ice cream truck because I'm a good youth, but I do remember back in the track and field days when the ice cream truck would roll around, like I was like a slushy float type of guy.
Slushy floats are the goat, but what I love even more than slushy float is the frickin' SpongeBob thing. With like the gumball eyes.
Good, bro.
It was so good. Except that
they never look right.
My friend got one recently, and then she sent me a picture. And you know that the eyes aren't gumballs anymore.
What are they?
The eye is just like white ice cream.
Yeah, because when they used to have the gumballs on it, it'd be like you just have demented SpongeBob every time because it was never proper.
What do you mean it's never proper?
Like you're trying to
don't talk about Sunger Bob like that. Sunger Bob literally. What happened to Sunger Bob? Tell us.
Got off by the mafia, bro.
When did he get off by the mafia?
I don't know. He got off by the mafia. But
Sunger Bob just got clean off by the mafia.
If you know, you know.
Free Sunger Bob.
Yeah, no. You're trying to tell me when you used to buy them from the ice, from the dude that you would open the packaging and Mr. Sunger Bob was like looking at you.
Well,
properly.
I'm not saying that it ever looked like the picture. I'm saying it was the most delicious.
Like I remember getting like the Pink Panther ones, and like Pink Panther's eyeball was in his fucking nostril, and the other one was on his ear.
I don't remember the Pink Panther. I remember SpongeBob.
And you would just eat it because like it was good, but like it would never print right.
Do you think they print them?
Well, yeah, when they're like.
I'm sure they're made in like molds. Like they must just come in like a flat mold, and the machine like injects all the color out or something.
Yeah, that's it. When they print them, when the fucking.
I don't like the idea of us calling ice cream saying
like it's a design. It's a design. It gets printed. Like it's like the process is it gets printed.
Speaking of printing, I understand that the ice cream truck has to look that way because it's like nostalgic and the music is nostalgic, but like. Every ice cream truck has looked the same for what, like 100 years? I mean, why does nobody make like a super cunt ice cream truck?
Dude, they probably could.
Like the whole thing is like
big is the ice
galaxy themed, or like the whole thing is like crazy, like Nickelodeon, like just
how
so
big
crazy.
Is the ice cream shop fucking demographic or the ice cream truck demographic?
Like, they don't have enough revenue, so they're not going to invest in like a crazy cool truck.
There is not enough money rolling around in the one season business that they need to glamify the ice cream trucks.
I don't like the answer at all that you've given me, but I know you're right.
What the fuck?
What is more magical than an ice cream truck? And you're sucking all the magic out of it, saying, well, there's actually not enough revenue to invest in an aesthetic truck.
Well, the truck looks
like,
aesthetic.
I just want a fucking cool ice cream truck.
The old truck is the aesthetic. The ice cream truck in general is the aesthetic. Like it's a truck that just happens as ice cream. Like,
no, but it always has the same janky drawings of like
the cone, and it's like Jerry's ice cream truck, or it's someone who owns an ice cream truck.
No, I wish they looked. I think we eat with the ice.
Like it's not like a taxi company where there's one giant like overhead and like there's multiple people like running it under. Like it's usually self-owned.
The only thing that is stopping you and I from running the cuntiest ice cream truck that Vaughn has ever seen is our willingness to do it, because you know how gorgeous I would make that truck?
No.
Yeah, like
no, I don't know. I don't know how gorgeous you make the truck, and I don't want to know how
most of the time that something comes out and it's like super quote unquote new and like trendy, it's just because the packaging is the best.
Yeah, marketing.
Like if we got into a super cool, amazingly marketed ice cream truck, rolled around and went on like TikTok live doing giveaways for ice cream, like that truck would have a line out the door.
Does that really want you to be aligned with? You're the glamified ice cream man?
I don't want to do it, but I want to experience it. I want someone else to make like a super...
Okay, so there you go. $5 million business idea dropped in the Pretty Pump podcast. There you go. Glamified, pretty fucking jacked.
You keep calling it Pretty Pump.
It's Pretty Jacked, Pretty Pump, because you keep memeing that I called it Pretty Pump the one time.
Guys, I'm screaming.
Because you want to tell them why.
Only my own little jit would be running a podcast and be shaky on the name.
My own little jit.
It's Pretty Jacked. I asked Rastin when we were like coming up with names for the podcast if he liked Pretty Pumped or Pretty Jacked better.
Which I said Pretty Pumped is stupider.
I
now
said
I keep
that like
saying it.
Because the pretty is my part and the second word is your part, like you can pick what you want. And you lost it saying that pumped doesn't sound right and you don't like it and it's not. I was gonna say it's not cunt and giving, but that's obviously not how you would describe it. You're like, no, dude, like it's not based.
That is
it's not poggers.
Tell them.
It's not based. It's not poggers.
How about you tell them word for what I actually said?
I don't remember.
I was like, the word pumped doesn't usually have a good connotation around it.
Well, pretty and pump and twink, and these are words that maybe we don't want to put together.
That's what I'm saying. So we put the word jacked, so that makes more sense.
And then because
you were so fond of the idea of pretty pump.
I wasn't fond. I gave you two options, and you chose one, and then that's a Freudian slip.
Unlucky.
Do you know what a Freudian slip is?
No, accordion.
It's in like
accordion.
You know slip? Freud, like the psychologist.
Yeah.
He was kind of a freak, Loki. His whole shtick was like that, like people want to like like seek like incestual relationships, like young boys want a partner that like looks like their mother and acts like their mother, and vice versa for girls.
Yeah.
And he was also like the idea of like phallic imagery. So like phallic means like something that looks like genitals.
Wow, this guy really had to explain. I know what phallic means.
Sorry,
you did not
my
have
bad.
to, you didn't have to
Like,
clarify the word phallic.
It's not a read at your intelligence, but someone might be like watching it.
Whoa!
If I say a word that I don't think everybody knows, I will throw out the definition too.
That's what we're doing here.
I didn't know what phallic was until like 2 years ago. I just learned what the word is, so why is it crazy that someone else might be learning it? My point is, he's very big on like phallic imagery, saying that like trees look like penises, and like we build buildings that look like vaginas. Like that's his whole shtick.
The sexual museums.
But so he would also say that sometimes you would slip, like something will come out of your mouth that you didn't want to say.
Yeah.
But it's because your subconscious like really did.
I actually have a crazy story about that.
About a Freudian slip.
Yeah.
Well, hit us.
Well, it's not about me, but it's like I'm going to put it. I'm not gonna put him on blast because like if you know, you know. Like he like we know. Like it's a. So essentially, one time in elementary school, me being the devious little youth I was, or whatever, our teachers hanging out organizers to everyone, and my buddy was me and my best friend at the time sat next to each other. And I just kept whispering, "Is your orgasm?" Like I was imagine how funny it would be instead of like she forgets you, like forgets to give you one, and you ask for an orgasm instead. Like I kept like repeating that in his ear.
Wait, I don't understand. The teacher kept asking for something?
No, my friend.
Yeah.
Like the teacher was handing out organizers, as in me.
Organizers.
Organizers. Of course, grade 7 he was like, "Oh, organizer kind of sounds like orgasm." Like that's funny. Like let me spam the word and try to get it in his head. So I kept going into his ear, like while she's passing, I'm like, "Oh, imagine if it was an orgasm." And so like I just kept saying that on repeat. He said, "Can you shut the fuck up?" I was like, okay, whatever. And then basically, what ended up happening was she didn't give him one. Like everyone got one because he went to the. I think he went to the washroom or whatever happened. He wasn't there to get one when he needed one initially. So he comes back into the room and sits down. And he goes, "Miss, I need help." And like he's like yelling at me, giggling at me because I'm this whole time he's like trying to like get the teacher's attention. I'm still saying orgasm in his ear. He goes, "Miss," and then finally like he gets her attention because she was obviously helping someone else or whatever. And she's like angry. She's like, "What? What do you need? Like what is it?" He goes, "I need an orgasm." He screams, "Miss, I need an orgasm." And our teacher,
talk about Freudian.
Our teacher, sweetest angel of all time, God bless her soul, turns out starts dying of laughter. She goes, "You need a what?" And me, her, and my best friend all just start dying. Like we were laying down on the ground crying of laughter because like, what did you genuinely just ask me for?
In school, I asked once the teacher what the difference was between an organism and an orgasm.
Yeah.
And you can imagine the class had like a field day.
Yeah. Well, you should have known better.
School was so peculiar, guys. So as good as I was in school, like once I got older, when I was little, like I was not, like school was not for me. I was like the organized structure just like wasn't cooking. And so when I went to elementary school, like we both went to the same school from JCAP to grade 8.
We went to the same
That's
school the whole
10
time.
years that we spent in the same school. But when you graduate from like SK in Canada, at least it goes junior kindergarten, senior kindergarten, and then grade 1. Kindergarten's kind of like a joke. They don't really take anything seriously. Like it's more just like get you introduced to the structure of school.
I remember when I asked you the first time when I was in SK and you were in grade 2, I was like, "What do you mean you have to go to school every day?" What do you mean I have to go every day?
I said that when I built my university schedule. So I was like, "What do you mean I have to go every day?"
Because back then in SK it was like you would only go like 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah. But then also in grade 1, I hated reading so much that I pretended I didn't know how to read, and the teachers put me in ESL. And I was born to be an actor, because tell me why, as a little kid, I would put my finger on the words and pretend to sound things out, and like I would be like,
you were still taking the piss.
And the teacher would be like, "Oh, it's okay, like you're learning, whatever." And I loved it because that way I didn't have to read. Like, you know, teachers made you like sit for silent reading. What do you mean, sit quietly? I hate doing. Read, I hate doing. Sit quiet and read.
Yeah.
So I used to say like I used to go to like a special classroom they would send me to go like read with the teacher.
Yeah.
And then imagine when my mother found out.
Yeah, but you
like
know,
on parent teacher interview night where they go like, "Oh my God, your son is progressing so well. Like even though he doesn't know how to read and he's like illiterate or he's like English is a second language, like he's progressing well." And my mother goes,
He can read.
The side eye I got across that table, like I knew when we got home it was gonna be a disaster. I knew it was gonna be a mess, and it did not go over well. But like
I'm glad you. I'm surprised you remember that. You had, like most people don't even like have memories like that.
What do you mean?
Like being able to actively recall like what you did in elementary school.
No,
what is your earliest not even fondest memory, but just memory that you can remember?
Like earliest ever?
Like just in general. Like when did you start becoming like?
I was 3 years
comprehensive.
old. I was 3 years old. Dad came and picked me up like out of the I almost said out of the crate, out of the what's not a carriage, what's it called?
Dad took
the crib
me out the crate. God
Dad
damn.
picked me up like out of the crib and took me downstairs and sat me on the counter, and he was like making a tea for him. I think he was making a tea for Mom or for he was making a tea. And I remember asking, like I remember feeling like life had just started and being like, well, like what's going on? Like what am I doing here? I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah.
Almost like things like that almost make me believe in reincarnation sometimes. Because I remember it just starting, and I remember asking Dad like, what's my name? And him being like, oh, your name's Ramtin. And to him, like, he's probably like, what's this little idiot
like
asking?
not a lot.
Or
like,
being like, Dad, how old am I? And he's like, you're 3.
Yeah, like my earliest memory is the first time we went to Iran when I was 4.
That's your first, the farthest back it goes?
Yeah, I think 3. Yeah, 3.
I feel like 2, 3, 4 is like around when you should have your
Maybe
first
I was.
memory.
I think I was 3 turning 4 when we went to Iran the first time, and I remember like I remember that's when I started developing emotions and feelings. Because I remember I was pissed because everyone kept grabbing my face and like pulling on my face, and I was getting so angry because I was like still learning Farsi, but like I also like barely knew English. I was 3 years old. Yeah. And everyone kept grabbing my face, and I couldn't tell anyone to fuck off. And then I guess that stuck in my head, and I just remembered it.
Interesting that even as children, like you can tell what someone's personality is going to be.
Yeah.
Like now, if someone came to grab your cheeks, you'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, why?
But even as a child, you were like, "Why are you grabbing my cheeks?"
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
And I was the opposite.
I have a lot of fond memories.
I don't think I touched the ground until I was like 2 or 3 because I would cry if anyone put me down. Like I was exclusively carried around places.
Touch grass, little bro.
And then they would try to pick Rastin up, and he'd be like, he couldn't say put me down, but I think he was probably like start
crawling. No, not swinging. I probably was just crawling around them like an ant.
Like, no, you're trying to get out of the way. Oh my god, you unlocked pathing at a young age.
So I was such a great jungler in League of Legends. I just knew where to go.
I love that. School is so peculiar here. I mean, so we both went to public school. All like my entire education until university was like being publicly educated.
Would you have rathered it be private?
I think very often, not if it would have changed my life, like what I want my kids to do.
I would not have wanted it private.
I don't see, at least right now in my life, I don't see the inherent benefit to me shelling out like a lot more money on tuition for like the only difference to be that like the socioeconomic status of the average student and like their household is much higher.
Okay, Jaden Smith, you need to calm down.
What do you mean? All I'm saying is like it's a bunch of like people who can afford tuition. It's a bunch of people that have a lot of disposable income.
Jaden Smith right now.
That's not what I meant.
I just don't understand. I didn't understand
the average household income of students in private schooling is higher than public schooling. I was smarter than everyone.
Can we just talk about the political and social economic
impact? That's literally not what I said, and
that might not have been what you said, but that's how it came across, and I think that is more important.
The way that you would like me to speak is go private school is rich kid. Go public school is no pay money.
That was so tough.
Like, is that better?
No,
like, did I get my fucking point across any nicer?
Tough. No. Like, you almost did something there, twin. Like,
I always do something everywhere, twin. Sorry.
Did something there, but no. That wasn't cool, nor was it funny.
What was I thinking, though? Where was I even going before you rudely interrupted me?
No, you were saying about the difference in how people...
Yeah, like, do you think there's an inherent advantage to like,
going to private school? Yeah, you're more likely to be a Nepo baby, but...
But you'll have it whether or not you go to private school. Like, all the kids end up in the same universities, at least in Canada
there's
anyways.
Definitely some experiences that public
maybe in the States,
that
like,
private school
when we talk about, like, Ivy League schools, and there's, like, different classes of... But, like, here in Ontario, it's all the same. Whether you were homeschooled or went to private school or publicly schooled or Catholic school or whatever you went to, like you're all still going to U of T, Mac, and Western. Like it's the same.
It's the same 5 schools.
Like,
you're going
the river ends in the same bucket. Did I make that up or is that a real saying?
The river ends up in the same bucket.
The river ends up in the same bucket.
No, I've never heard of that in my life.
Because I just pulled it out of the dome.
Yeah, there you go.
I pulled a fast one out on the dome.
Pulled out the fucking ass in Frenya.
The Frenya.
Your Frenya and your ass.
Oh, so funny enough, I have worked a lot of fun jobs before I have had this amazing job. Mm-hmm. One of the worst that I ever experienced was I was working in a long-term care home, and I had the best, like my boss there was an angel.
Oh, dear.
Bless her in this life and the next, she's gorge. There was a few girls we worked with, and I would do a lot less than everyone else did, like just by virtue of how I am.
Yeah, you tend to do this a lot, not just at work, but
because if I like when I would be there, like yes, I wouldn't be. I don't know, like what are things that the other employees were doing? Like I wasn't
taking care of the residents.
I was every resident's favorite. No one came to bingo like they came to bingo when I was reading the numbers to it.
Okay.
But long story short, like one day I was just like taking the piss in the break room, which like listen, if you worked a job at like the mall, you would get it, twin.
Yeah.
Like the break room is a place you go to hide, and it's a place that you go to like talk
why
shit.
Like we didn't
that's
used
the
to
place
work
you
together
go.
at the hospital where we would just goof around the break room for fucking 45 minutes.
We were volunteering, and volunteering is still a little different. Yeah. But I was eating Starbucks because the shift was like early. It was like bum ass
early.
actually
a beverage.
And so I was eating. I got a sandwich from Starbucks, and I'm eating it in the break room.
Okay.
And I munch, and then I throw it in the trash, and then I go do the things I need to do. I go to work and like pop off, and me and the residents were like this.
Y'all were
the way that they would like cheer as I came down the hall, like that was real prep for this job.
So you had like
I got like, unlimited hype.
You were the popular person at the retirement home.
because they like young people and they like yapping, and I love yapping. They love listening.
And
like it's
I'm young, and it made sense.
I used to get my ass kicked at cards though. They're all so good at cards.
Well, yeah, that's all they played. AM to PM.
But then later, my boss was like, "Hey, like someone put in a complaint about you." And I was like, okay, Liddy, like, what did they do? Like, what did I do wrong? Which, and I was like, we all knew it was impossible because all the residents loved me. I loved all the residents. Like, there's no way I did something wrong.
Who's snitching?
So, like, what's the problem?
Who's the fucking snitch?
And she goes, somebody caught you eating in the break room. And I was talking to her and I was like, no, they didn't. Nobody caught me. No one came in. That's not possible.
You can't eat
and I'm too goated. Like, it was around the corner of a door. Like, it's just not possible. And then it dawned on me. Because I go, how did they know? And then she shows me a picture on her phone, my boss.
You eating in the break room?
No. Someone that I worked with was so miserable, wretched, ugly, and disgusting that they went in after me, suspected I had eaten in there, and dug through the garbage can to get the wrapper out of the box, because I'm sneaky, so when I threw it out, like I put other stuff on top of it. She got it out, and the thing had my name on it, obviously, from Starbucks. And the first thing I told her was, I said, did someone dig through the garbage can for this?
That is,
You dug through the garbage can to snitch on me?
Next level dedication.
That's not, and then I told my boss, I said, well, guess what? Because I'm not working because I'm eating in the lunchroom, right? Mm-hmm. You're not working if you have time to come dig through the garbage can. At least it's the garbage can on the floor I was supposed to be. You were supposed to be up on the 8th floor.
Yeah.
Why are you down on second floor looking through the garbage can? Loser.
So
miserable.
The workers had a problem with you because you weren't doing work.
Because I didn't. No, not because I did. We all worked, and I arguably did a lot of work there. It's just that like everyone liked me. So if there was the jobs were read the bingo numbers, empty the garbage can, and go mop outside with a rag. Yeah. Guess which job I was always taking? The bingo numbers.
The bingo numbers.
Because I was everyone's favorite. I don't know what to tell you. There was also, and then I stopped working there, and then I'd say like maybe 6 months after I stopped working there was a lady who I could tell story after story about. Every time, Rastin, that I got a complaint other than the one garbage can incident, it was always from her. Like this lady had it out for me.
You had a hater at work.
Literally that.
You had an op.
Do you know that 6 months after I stopped working there, she went to HR and tried to book a formal complaint against me.
Wow.
And she went, so you know, like just recently, like Ramtin just hasn't been working. Like he just hasn't been doing anything at work. And they went, ma'am, Ramtin has not worked here for 6 months.
Yeah.
Like Ramtin stopped working here 6 months
She
ago.
probably felt like shit in that exact moment, but then as soon as she heard that you don't work here, she was probably literally jumping up and down booger bubbles when
like,
she got home. She was like, yeah!
Disgusting. And this lady was just a terrible person. This is the thing. Why do I never get into a fight with good people? Like why do I never get into a fight with someone who is like who mogs me, who is so funny and so smart?
Because those people usually mind their business.
Yeah, because those people are happy and don't have to pick a fight with me. Yeah. And then, spoiler alert, like someone told me like a few months later she got fired because she was doing like whack shit with the old people. Like she was being a miserable, terrible person to everybody.
She was doing whack shit with the old people.
Yeah. Like she was doing crazy things that I probably shouldn't talk about on the internet.
So you don't know why this person had it out for you? They just did? Or like, was there some sort of thing that happened? Like
no, actually, when I first started working there was a day that we were chilling in like the break room, and she started crying, and she was just sobbing. Oh. And so I went and got tissues for her, and I was like, no, like, and I calmed her down. Like, I'm really good at getting people like off the edge. And I was like, no, like you're good, everything's chill, whatever. And then she's like, no, I really appreciate her because she's like, no one here at work has my back. Like everyone hates me here.
Oh damn.
And then did that. And then that was the same day that she reported me.
Get shit on.
Well, not get shit on. And then you know what she told me? Well, I didn't find this. I found this out from someone else. She went through something, like, I guess, traumatic to her.
Yeah.
And so she got put on antipsychotic medication.
And we're letting her work at the old age home.
And she wouldn't take it because she would tell people that she doesn't like how it makes her feel when she takes it. You should not be allowed to just independently decide you don't have to take your antipsychotics.
Because you don't like the way they make you feel.
She also, anyone who I worked with will get this, but there was another lady that we worked with.
Yeah.
She told us that the other lady, who we all knew was not all there, like her brain was kind of like
goofy,
as our Blam sister would say,
a little fox.
She's not all there.
Wasn't all there.
She's nuts.
Yeah.
This girl wasn't all there, and I was like, "Okay, what's wrong with her?" And they all told us, and by all I mean the lady who had it out for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna call her Pork Chop. Pork Chop tells us that this other lady is not so well because her husband just died. And so she's like freshly widowed.
Completely reasonable.
And so I used to see Lady B like go talk to the walls and stuff. But I'd be like, no problem, like she's going through it and this is how she processes. Do I not find out 2 years later, Pork Chop is the one that I told you like did all these things and then whatever, the Pork Chop eventually got fired. Pork Chop lied. Because that lady's husband is alive and well. And she was just making this up for like shits and gigs. Because again, she's on probably meds that she should be taking. I don't know. But also, I heard that from someone else that I worked with, so maybe it wasn't true. Like maybe she wasn't actually on meds.
All I'm understanding is that we shouldn't work at an old age home because not only are the residents not all there, the fucking more people working there.
There was nothing more gorgeous than me working at the old age home. Like I loved being around people who like so genuinely like needed the help and like loved the company.
Well, old people are so
being able to give it was like lit. And exactly.
They want to give love and be loved. There's nothing wrong.
No, it was so like I love
people who don't like older people or people who are older are a little like
No, my red flags on a person are you don't like babies, you don't like old people, you don't like animals. Yeah. Or even worse, if someone goes, babies never like me, dogs never like me, like guess fucking why? Because you have a problem.
Are you hinting at because dogs like you and babies like you and grandmas love you that you're so beautiful and amazing?
Well, I'm not, but I will take that. Thank you. I've never had a problem with an animal or a baby or an old person.
I'm gonna be so for real. I don't think I've ever had a problem with anyone in my life outside. Like not one time have I ever actually got into an altercation with someone outside in my life.
This is wood, right? Yeah. Okay, we're good.
Like not one time.
Like you've never gotten into a scrap?
No.
I don't know how that's possible. Well, actually, it does make sense.
Like in elementary school, like
where are you going to get into a scrap though?
I don't know.
In a school group project?
No, like I've never been.
What communities do you go into that you could tussle with?
Not at the gym.
Well, hopefully you're not finding anyone at the gym.
Not while working tiles. Well, that's low-key like by yourself.
Yeah, like even when you worked for
like our dad's company, like
yeah, you're just like in the places by yourself mostly.
And like even when I'm in public or like I'm doing something by myself, like no one's ever mean to me. I mean that's on privilege, I guess.
No, the universe regularly tests my patience and my intelligence and my everything. Remember the time I went to No Frills recently, which like I don't know if anyone here has an Amex, but like, I got one recently.
How about you tell them about the Menchie story?
I'll tell them the Menchie story. That was insane. Okay, I'll get back to the Amex story. When we went to Menchie's, which is like a froyo place, and we get the ice cream, everything's great, everything's delicious. We go to pay. The guy holds up like the container that's full of spoons and he goes like, take the spoons obviously because he doesn't want to touch them, which I also don't get because like he could have fully grabbed the back of the spoon, whatever. He grabs both of the spoons and so I grab both of the spoons and take them, and as I'm taking the spoons out of the container, I have to like take them over towards myself. One of them falls out of my hand and it falls, and then I'm waiting for him to like offer me another one because I don't want to just like reach in and grab it. But he goes, what does he say, Twin?
No, you asked for another one.
I said, can I have it? And he was just grab that one. And I looked down. It's stuck between like the back of the register and the desk and the wires and like the dart, like the dust.
Webs and shit.
And I'm looking at him, and Rastin saw that I was about to short circuit. I literally probably went.
I just took another one for the thing. And
Rastin just took the other spoon because. What do you mean? Can you just take the one that is literally with the spiders now? They went to the gulag. I don't know what you want me to.
Clearly, he doesn't give a fuck about me, so I'm not gonna put my energy and so you just give a fuck about him. So I'm just gonna take the other spoon and leave. Like what?
But see, this is why we're such a good combo.
Like, why are you always
because prepared? Could you imagine if when you did that, he like put his hand over it? Because then I would have.
Clearly, he was being ignorant. Like he couldn't see where it was, so he just assumed that you were being lazy. And he didn't want to.
He definitely heard the clink clank as it hit every wire on the way down to the bottom of the cash register.
Like I don't know. He was probably had a long shift and he didn't want to like he didn't seem like it was that big of a deal, but who cares? Like,
well, no,
don't let his ignorance.
Just grab that one is insane.
Don't let his ignorance make you want to crash the fuck out.
Like, I'm not gonna flame the brand right now, but also like as an influencer, sometimes you'll want product from like a certain company, right?
Yeah.
And so if I have already, let's say like a thing from them that I love, and I post on my show like I love it, you tag them because you hope that they'll see it.
Yeah.
And if I actually love the product, then like this is great. Like I love it, everyone else loves it. Send me more.
Yeah.
There was a company, and I did this, and they liked it, and they're like, oh, thank you so much for like this is like a big company. We're talking like lots and lots of money. And they go, thank you so much for like promoting this product. Like, we're so happy you enjoy it. Okay. And I sent them like, yeah, I love it so much. Would love to try more of your products. To which they're supposed to respond, yeah, give us your shipping address, blah, 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 as every other brand does.
Okay.
They sent me a link to the website.
I mean, yeah, get humbled. Clearly you weren't cool enough to work with them, bro.
I wasn't even, like, imagine me having enough PR that I have to drop some off sometimes at like the women's shelter because I don't want it to go bad. And then I ask nicely for this company to be like, hey, can you guys send me this thing? And then not even saying like, sorry, we don't have a marketing budget. Sorry, we're not sending out mailers, or like, oh, but literally sent me a link to the website basically saying like, buy it yourself, brokey. Like,
what brand was it? Like, you don't have to give them any, like,
I don't want to promo them.
You don't gotta promo them, but like at least what kind of stuff?
What if I whisper it to you? Come here.
Oh, okay.
Can you believe that?
Yeah, that's a little
like,
weird.
huh?
That's a little interesting.
And it sucks because I like their product. Their products are great. I love them.
So,
just their marketing team needs to be fired.
Looks like
Sorry, back to the Amex story at No Frills. Where
we won't be using that anymore.
I bought an Amex because like I think the points are better than most of the other credit cards here. I go to No Frills and I try paying for Amex with whatever. Like I think I bought like True Fruit. I bought like strawberries and chocolate. And I was like, oh, maybe it's not going through because they don't take Amex. And the guy that's working the self-checkout comes up to me. Yeah. And I was like, sorry, do you guys take American Express here?
I was here for this.
American Express? And he goes, yeah. And so I keep tapping and it keeps saying like card reader failed or whatever. And I was like, I don't think that it's taking Amex. Yeah. And he goes, no, it's taking Amex. You're just not doing it right. And so I was like, hey, maybe their terminal is finicky. I don't know. Yeah. He goes, do you have the physical card? I was like, no, I don't, but I have Apple Pay. Like, it's not going to be not working because it's Apple Pay. Hey. And then he is entirely convinced that it's not working because it's Apple Pay. Yeah. And so eventually I was like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And so I wait for someone else to come around. And I was like, sorry, do you guys take Amex? And he goes, oh, why are you asking someone else? Like, I already told you we take it, blah, blah, blah. And then I goes, no, we don't. And I switch to my other credit card and I tap my Visa and we leave. Yeah. Are you cooked in the brain?
I don't know.
What would you have done? Nothing. Rustin would have just been like, oh, okay.
The shit like that don't happen to me.
You would have just tried another card that without asking him is what you would have done.
No.
It's my fault for even asking.
No, I'll ask, and if I got the right answer, I would use it, and if not, I'd be like, yeah, clearly this isn't working, so either you're wrong or...
No, what if he insisted that he was correct?
Well, I insist that you fucking double check, because I know damn well you ain't the manager, so how about if you don't know, we're gonna go ask the person who does know.
I've said this before, I'll say it again. I love it when people are good at their jobs, and I hate it when they're bad. Yeah. You work at the self-checkout counter of No Frills. Surely one of the top things on your training should be what methods of payment are eligible. Yeah. Huh? Do you know what I found out the other day?
What?
You know credit cards, like now obviously I tap Apple Pay everything. Yeah. Do you know that back in the olden day, and I learned this while I was working at the old age home, when credit cards came out, they would put your credit card on like a piece of paper and then rub a thing over it to make an imprint of the card, which is why the numbers were raised into the carbon copy paper, and they would keep a copy of your credit card on file. Yeah. What do you mean, yeah?
Yeah, I remember when we used to grab mail, your credit card used to be on the mail as well, like impressed into it.
What are you talking about? Well, no, to pay for things.
What do you mean to pay for things?
Like when you went to you went to Shoppers to go buy something with a credit card back then. Like this isn't the days where people either pay in cash or write a check. Yeah. You could also, when credit cards first came out, give them the credit card. And they would take it,
press it into something.
They would put it on like a machine and then rub a piece of paper against it to make a carbon copy of the card and use that. And you had to have ID. They wouldn't take credit card without ID.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
How does that make any sense? And now we can just tap it and it's Bing chilling?
Well, yeah, because there's more security with it. Visa's more openly trusted now.
I don't remember the days before tap. I don't ever remember myself paying with anything before tap.
You don't remember tap coming, bro? I remember all these things kind of like.
I remember watching Dad work and write checks for the business, but I don't remember anything. I remember being at a store and not tapping a card.
Like, you know, online banking is like still fairly new, right?
Well, like for the entirety of the time that I've been financially autonomous and like I've been in charge of things for myself, like tap and online banking have always been around. Yeah.
Like when it was your turn to start doing but before
I'm sure when we were little, maybe mom and dad were paying for things in checks, but like I was just
you went to work, they gave you a check, you went to go to the bank and deposit that check, or you wouldn't get your money.
My first job, I was 15. Yeah. I worked at the mall, and they paid me with direct deposit. Yeah. That was 2015. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
So maybe more than 10 years. Well, online banking is still fairly new, like less than 20 years.
Bro, that job was insane. The mall. There was a lady
I
that
never
used
worked
to
at the
come
mall,
in who we used to sell Proactive, which is like she's like the OG skincare set, and like crazy celebs used to endorse it. Like Kendall Jenner used to be in the ads. Like it was like the skincare to have if you were like breaking out.
Really?
Proactive. And it would come in sets, like depending on if you had like oily skin or whatever. Like it had like a cleanser, a toner.
I remember the name. I don't remember what it looked like.
And we were the only place that you could like buy it in store.
Okay.
And there was a lady, an older lady that used to come in. And the first few times it was like scary. Like she would run in, grab it, and then like run out. And the first few times I would like I was like 15 at the mall. I'd call my boss and I'd be like, I think somebody just stole something. Like, what do I do?
Stole the Proactive.
And then like they were like, okay, well like do this, and we did all the things. And then like it became a thing where like once a week she would come in to like jip the Proactive.
And you would just allow it.
Well, I remember asking my boss, and my boss being like, well, like, you should try to stop her. And me thinking like, I'm 15 and I work at the mall for like, what was it, like $16 an hour. Like, I'm not chasing this woman through the mall.
I'm not chasing this old lady.
I was like, the most I'm going to do is call the mall security.
Yeah, and if they catch her, they catch her.
And they were beyond useless. Like, every time I would call them, like, the guy would sigh because he would literally be like, I'm not going to get to the store in time by the time the lady's gone.
By the time you see this lady taking your fucking skincare, she's gone.
Yeah, but it's such a unique experience, Rastin, to, like, be looking a lady dead in the eyes as she comes in. And I know that she's coming here to steal the Proactive.
And they're just telling you.
And it doesn't matter. Like, no matter. It's literally, I could be like, no, please don't. Like, it doesn't matter. She is coming, and you need to imagine, she's like probably in her like 70s, has like a short little black curly fro. It's like this old like
her
old
only
little
job
like
was to steal the
old little Korean lady. She'd come in and she'd have one of those things, you know, like the grocery things they like yank behind them.
Yeah,
it's like all fabric.
Yeah.
And I used to think to myself too, like, lady, can you just fill that thing and leave and not come back again next week? Like, can you just take all of the Proactive?
Just take all the Proactive, put it in your bag, and just don't come back.
Like,
I'll bring you to the back.
Everything and
take it all.
The stress of once a week you coming into the store and I see you, like, God forbid, I was with another customer too. Because I'd be trying to sell like a sticky bra to somebody,
and this bitch running into the store,
and I would see her at the front door, like,
ready to steal some shit,
posted up, ready to clear out all of my Proactive.
No, like some people are dedicated to the grind. But okay, I've had some similar situations like that, but like not while I was working. Like sometimes, bro, people who want to be dickheads they'll be persistent with being being a dickhead.
Okay.
Like it's like a little thing. Like it's like the rage bait trend. Like it goes hard. Like even before we started calling it rage baiting, like trolling is like people love that shit. People love their good old trolls. Like especially, I remember one time we were at the club and we had like a booth because there's like 2 or 3 people's birthdays or whatever, so we're all celebrating. And obviously, you don't want people you don't know trying to dance in your private section in your booth that they're not paying for, right? And like obviously, we were at the club, like it was close to but it was like like our booth was at like an elevated area and there was like the general area, but like not like far enough where it was like you have to go like 5 stairs, like 3 steps, and then like it's like booths, and then like down the 3 steps that are like, mind you, like the 3 steps total like this much height difference between the main floor and the booth. So like people are like walking all over the booths for no reason because they just don't know. But like one time there was this dude who just came into the booth, and obviously we're all like who the fuck are you? Why are you in our booth? Like skedaddle. And then like, but sometimes because people like troll and they're like, no, I'm just gonna keep standing here. But like, no, you're not gonna keep standing here. And like people are more prepared to die by the troll than get their ass kicked. I don't know why. Like we asked this dude twice to leave, and he's like still dancing, but he's like drunk as hell. He's like no idea what's going on. And like his buddy comes, he goes, please don't kick his ass. Like he's so drunk, he has no idea what he's doing. He's rage baiting, like he's trolling. Like, he doesn't mean anything.
Get out.
And then like the drunk guy's like, no, I'm not. And then he spits on one of our friends. And you, all I can say is that shit didn't end well.
Oh, of course not.
That shit did not end well.
Disaster.
And they were like yelling at each other, but like the security came and took them out or whatever. But then obviously like some other shit went down behind the scenes.
I was gonna
like
say
trolls love being little trolls. Like if you want to think about it, people are persistent. Like if my goal in my head is like, I'm gonna make you mad. Like my goal is just to make you mad. I'm gonna find a way to make you mad. And same thing with that like she was probably told like, you gotta get this product one way or another, and then she decided like, I'm only gonna come in.
No, she's definitely buying it either to use for herself or to sell. Like that's
either buying it herself or stealing it for herself or like
why do you make it sound like there's some crazy like criminal organization umbrella that like they're pimping out old ladies to go shop?
That's not what I meant, but whatever. Her prerogative in her head was like, I'm gonna only come to this place when this little boy's working who isn't gonna stop me. So I'm gonna steal it every time and I'm gonna leave, and I know there's gonna be no problem.
And she'd be right for that.
Persistence is beautiful.
I also went through puberty, I would argue, like there. I think I got my first leg hair at like 17, 18.
Oh, all day.
And so like I was literally probably like 4'3", not an ounce of testosterone in my body. That woman was more of a man than I was at that age.
So cooked.
Like at least she was standing on business, coming in, taking what she needed, and leaving. There was no stopping her.
She would roll up into the store
with her bag. Yep.
And her only intention was to take your shit.
She never browsed. She never would like waltz around.
And you couldn't stop her.
The first time, actually, I'm lying. The first time she came in the store, like she didn't. Her English was like shaky, but she basically was like, she'd be like, "Where's the Proactive?" And I showed it to her. She went and grabbed it, shoved it in her thing, and kept walking
all day. Well, she didn't give a fuck about.
I was short circuiting. I was like, "Man, please, you can't do that."
But like, what are you supposed to do as a minimum wage worker when someone they take it and they don't give a fuck?
Like, what am I supposed to lay my life on the line?
And they just keep walking like
I can't.
I'm 17. I'm not gonna fucking
I was
jump
15.
on it. Not even.
I was literally a
baby.
baby.
The average person is like 16,
that's
17.
10 years ago. That's 10 years ago.
Can you imagine if imagine you were in, but imagine the perspective and the difference now. You are 10 years older than you are now. Imagine if you had your own store and this exact scenario played. How much different would it be? If there was some old lady who came into your store only to take your, like, the CeraVe you sell or whatever, like the Ramtin RE equivalent of Proactive, and she just walks up into your one store that's equivalent to your being like a mom and pop shop, like at your store, and she just goes asks you, "Yo, Ramtin, where is this?" And you go here. She just takes it, puts it in her thing, and just leaves.
Can I be honest?
And then does it again tomorrow.
It's impossible. At this age now, I could talk her down. Impossible.
Like you'd be able to stop her.
1000%.
Yeah. Okay,
without question.
Good. And that's what we call growth.
Like I would be verbally, I would disarm this woman. Easy.
There you go.
Old people are usually pretty easy too. I feel like I would just tell her, I'd be like, you know, God is watching, right? Like, what are you gonna tell God when God asks you why you took the Proactive from me? What are you gonna say? And then she has a crazy epiphany.
It was promised to me.
And then while she has the crazy epiphany, you open the trunk of the car and we throw her in it.
What are you gonna say when she said, I think that this belongs to me?
Then whatever she tells me, she's like, yes.
Like it's like this. I'm being told that it's mine.
She's still going in the trunk. She's still going in the trunk, and we're driving to the police. No, we can't do that.
You would kidnap an old lady because she stole your fucking product.
What's not? I think I would just keep a spray bottle.
I would just
keep
a pepper spray.
I would literally fill a spray bottle of apple juice and keep it at the till. Every time she comes in, I'd be spraying her with apple juice.
Non-lethal weapon.
Is that assault?
No. It's your store.
No, I know, but I don't think you can just spray people with like. She's in your store.
It's not. It's private. It's your own property. It's your property now. You own the building. You own the building. It's your.
If you and I walked into the McDonald's in the plaza and the workers sprayed us with apple juice, I don't think it would end with us being like, "Hey, nice day."
That person doesn't own the McDonald's. Like you would own your store.
No, but Ontario has crazy. Like here, you can get in trouble if someone like breaks into your house and you hit them.
Yeah, I know. Which is great. I love that. That's such a great thing. Someone comes into my house, knocks me in the head, and if I want to knock them in the head, I'm gonna be in trouble for it.
Something. Too. Even my friend from law school was saying like it depends on if you hit them. If you hit them in like the front or the back.
Well, yeah.
Like if you hit them in the back and something happens, like it might be like they might argue that like this person was leaving and you struck them versus like if you hit them in the front, it's self-defense. And obviously we are not lawyers and do not take this as legal advice. But I don't like.
It's the same with driving. Like if you're driving and you rear end someone 95% of the time, unless you have a dash cam, like it's your fault.
I don't know how to like make the line though between like being able to let people in residential areas like defend themselves against home invaders, but then also keeping like the gun rate down. And like I'm just saying, I think there is a reason that the amount of like school shootings that happens in Canada and in America is different. I don't know what the variable is, but something is different.
Well, the variable is access to weapons.
But is it? I think there must be more than one. Like it can't just be directly correlated. Like the more access to guns, the more school shootings. Or maybe it is.
Why
I don't know.
Why is that a crazy thing to connect to one another? Of course, if there's more access to drugs, you're gonna have more drug users. More access to something means there's gonna be more users.
I think there is a correlation between access to weapons and school shootings.
Extremely
I don't think it's the only relevant factor.
There's definitely other factors that I am not educated enough to give you.
Someone needs to rewrite the laws so that the school shootings rates obviously like should be zero, but they need to stay as low as possible.
All I'm aware of is like if you wanted to acquire a gun legally in America, like it is a very simple process. Like if you wanted to acquire a gun here legally, and like for personal use, like it is like a whole like fucking like it's like not only is it already frowned upon, like it's just extremely difficult.
Because I would rather have it so that like my ability to defend myself in my home is cooked, but I know my kids aren't getting shot up at school. Then like I'm allowed to have a gun and I have to be worried if my kid has armor in their backpack. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
I think one is scared. Like one is scared.
It's not redonkulous to say.
My God. How spooky, scary skeletons.
Everything's shivering down your spine.
No, it's literally shivering all the way from the top of my head down to my bossoir.
It's shitting.
What?
Shivering. You just said shitting.
I can't real-time fact check you, but the footage will fact check you. Either you're a dirty gaslighting liar and a fraud and a charlatan.
Shitting down my spine.
Or you have hearing issues.
It's probably a little bit of both.
May it be the latter.
The ladder? The ladder and you went down the roof in?
Yeah.
Dickhead. Imagine if I didn't want to hold that.
Like, what are you saying? Imagine if you weren't the goat? Impossible.
First of all, you fully could have came down without me holding it.
I
went up and down
a lot of things
without holding it.
Without any support from anybody. Doesn't mean I have to or want to.
You should.
Why? I'm surrounded by loving supporting humans. And so I exercise their love and support regularly. Like, why is that a problem?
I feel like when you're by yourself, you learn the most. You grow the most.
1,000%.
So if you're always with someone...
It's not always about growing, though. Sometimes it's about actually enjoying the life you're living.
Nah. We ain't got enough time to do that.
I think I think this grinding rubbish has ruined an entire generation of people.
Why?
This grind mindset of like, you have to wake up at 5 a.m. and you have to cold plunge as soon as you wake up, and you have to only chew 2 almonds and have them slowly, and you have to have a creatine and protein smoothie, and then you have to walk the dog, and then you have to finish your 9 to 5 before your 5 to 9 before your 9 to 5, and you have to go work in corporate, and you have to constantly strive for better in your corporate setting, and then once you strive for better, you have to come home, and you have to still be social, and you have to clean your apartment, and you have to do your laundry. Fucking relax.
I don't think the only person that does it to that degree is David Goggins, as long as I'm aware.
But I'm saying, I feel like for some reason, a lot of people, I'm literally hot from that monologue.
Yeah, I don't know, you did a lot there, I won't lie.
For some reason, like that is the life that everyone thinks they need to be striving towards, when the soft life is an option.
Yeah, but do you want to be mediocre?
I would not describe myself as mediocre.
No, I'm saying the average person would take that as if I'm not striving for more as I'm being mediocre.
No, because me saying to you, for example, I always give people this advice when I say good is good enough. That is not like a way to justify complacency and just say like, oh, whatever I did is good enough. It's not whatever I did. It's not whatever I'm doing is good enough. Mm-hmm. It's good is good enough. Like, did you put in a good solid effort? Yeah. Did you try and do you like what you did? And if the answer is yes, then nothing else matters.
And what happens if it's no? Then
you try again. Yeah, like anything. Whether it's me making a TikTok, or me giving an audition, or us shooting a podcast episode, or us going to the grocery store to pick fruit. Whatever it is, like good is good enough. Are you happy with what you did? Yes or no?
That's honestly fair.
Would you not say the same thing? Like, how do you define a good lift at the gym?
If you're tired after.
That's the defining characteristic?
No.
I was going to be like, my brother's cooked.
There's going to be days where you go into the gym where nothing makes sense. There's going to be days where you go and literally everything works the way you want it to work. But it's
and in both cases?
In both cases, as long as you did what you were supposed to do to the best effort that you could, then you're going to see results.
Yeah, good is good enough. Like, I planned to go to the gym. I took my pre-workout or whatever you do before the gym.
I went to the gym.
I tried hard in every set that I did. Yeah. And I enjoyed being at the gym.
There you go.
Good is good enough.
You know what? Even if you didn't enjoy being at the gym, you still did it. So now we know for next time that we might need more motivation to go to the gym.
You can't skip going to the gym though, and then be like, oh, but I thought about it. Like, good is good enough.
Yeah, like, that's where a lot of people would counter argue you.
No, I don't like that.
That's what they feel like when you have the mindset of just thinking good is good enough. Where like people will tend to lack off.
But the only way you can view your own work, like if you're being cognitive and like actually assessing the work that you do, whether it's professional work, like it's your job, or it's school, or it's just like how you talk to your friends. Like the reason I always say good is good enough because if you don't say good is good enough, and I'm someone who like naturally leans towards like trying to make everything perfect all the time.
Yeah.
If you don't say good is good enough, then when do you stop? Never. You either are never satisfied with what you do, it gets never good enough because you don't believe that you had enough time or effort to make it perfect. Mm-hmm. Or what, you always just feel like your work is mediocre?
I mean, I feel like you need to have the middle ground. Like, you need to...
Yeah, good is good enough.
You need to be present, but you do need to always strive for more.
But I would argue even that it's a good lift is a good lift if you went, and maybe you lifted less than you ever lifted. Mm-hmm. But, like, you actually did, and you tried, and you had fun. Mm-hmm. I think that's good enough.
Yeah, it's good enough for
Like you had a good lift.
for like to build the habit. Yeah.
Like how?
Like say if you have goals and like this is where it gets complicated. Like if you have goals and then you have like goals and objectives are two different things. Like
goals and objectives are two different things. Okay.
Like the objective of going to the gym is like like I can just say I'm going to the gym, but like what you're doing in the gym is what's going to get you to your goal. Like you know what I mean? Like when you actually
like you have to complete objectives to unlock your goal or whatever.
That's exactly. So like if we're slacking around and always going like, okay, I guess I did the objective, but like it wasn't what I thought it was or whatever. Like if you're following and like being too present and looking too like too within the lines, like you'll get lost. Like sometimes it's got to be some of the like you gotta let the discipline just take over and just do it.
You have to just lock in.
Like sometimes like yes, like it's good to be present and be in the moment, but sometimes for most of the time for most people they struggle with the emotional aspect of it, like where like you start playing into things too more. Like of course things are hard, but when you start like doubting and like reading within the lines, that's where people really struggle, and that's when you start breaking habits and routines.
I think skincare works exactly the same. Like when people say they want perfect skin, like first of all, it doesn't exist. Second of all, with your skincare routine, like good is good enough. Like are you staying away from things that you know will break you out, whether it's products or foods or activities? Are you washing your face at night? Are you wearing your sunscreen?
Yeah.
You're doing all these things and you're not driving yourself mad? Good is good enough.
Like people ask me all the
time. Like I don't tell you like. I do not have crazy, at no point did I have like crazy cystic acne. So maybe I'm speaking outside of my depth.
Yeah.
But like even today I have a massive pimple on my forehead. I'm just lucky that my hair is covering it.
Yeah. You gotta work around things.
Yeah, like good is, and I take good care of my skin. And so like good is good enough. There's a pimple on my forehead, I have to shoot a podcast today, like whoopsie-doo, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Lock in, we can't roll over and die.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's people who will play into the thing of like, oh, it's okay that I have a pimple and it's okay that I don't want to record today because
it's okay
today this thing happened.
It's not okay that you don't want to record just because you have a pimple.
There you go.
Lock in, get those cute little star pimple patches and stick them on. They're adorable.
Like a lot of people ask me like, oh, how did you lose so much weight so fast? Or like why did you make it seem like it was so easy? It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. It's just you have to follow the plan, not the feeling. Like if you're why'd you go oof?
Because I was so my young jit just said something profound.
Like you gotta follow the plan, not the feeling. Like there's gonna be days where you wake up in your journey of whatever the fuck you're doing, you're like, yo, am I making the right decision? Like is this really what I want? But like you gotta shut that out sometimes and just follow the plan that we have, because it's not like your emotions aren't indicative of the goals that you do or the dreams that you have. Like they're gonna counteract each other.
But I think
you're not going to wake up every morning and be like, yes, I'm so excited to work towards this. No, it's going to be hard. It's going to suck ass. You never know when it's actually going to happen or at what point you're going to achieve what you want to achieve. But you gotta follow the journey, and that just is what it is. So like, especially when it comes to losing weight, like I like to try to tell people, like, because like there's like, oh, I've tried everything's so hard, or like I do something for a little bit and then I can't do it anymore. Like I tracked my calories for a little bit and now like every time I see a scale, like I just get frustrated, and I thought like the thing that will provide you the most progress in anything you want to do is building healthy habits that you can do over time. Okay. Right? Like you don't create change without changing who you are or creating new habits that are going to propel you towards that goal. If you want to actively strive for change, or if there's something that you are actively wanting to change in regards to your health, your mind, your body, whatever it is, like you got to build habits around that and then make them sustainable to see that change. That's all I was hinting at. Silly old me.
How long did I go, oh, because I was like, you said something so profound.
Like 2 minutes ago.
Okay, so then we're on the right track then.
Like 2 minutes ago. Like you gotta follow the routine, you gotta follow the plan, not the emotion.
You were saying the plan versus the feeling.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I agree with you though, because I think that some of the best decisions I made in my life and some of the things that turned out the best for me were because I followed the feeling and not the plan.
Well,
like I think there's a time and a place for that mindset. Like gym progress, absolutely. I think you how you feel about the lift maybe just should not take precedent over like the actual workout plan and how you're eating. And if there are specific fitness goals that you are far from that you want to achieve.
I can only give you advice on what worked for me.
In fitness, though. But do you use that advice in the rest of your life, too?
Yeah, I feel like I apply that
you live your whole life on that dogma.
The notion of that, like, if I know there's something I should be doing and I don't want to do it, most of the time I'll do it anyways. Cause
you use it as a way to get over the hurdle.
Yeah.
But see, like, I think that's a nice way to get over it. I think that, like, I could have gone to med school instead of
that doesn't mean that there's.
But this felt better, and that's why I did it. But
like,
that wasn't the plan.
I'm not perfect. There are days where I get up and I am too like, yo, fuck that plan, and I just sit in bed I don't follow the plan. Like, that's fine. But
there's nothing in the world though, Rastin, worse than if the ship is sinking and then you have to drown on the ship because you refuse to jump off. Like, I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah. But most of the time, I'm saying if you build these good habits and you follow good routines, it's very unlikely that the ship will sink.
No, but the ships sink all the time.
Yeah.
Huge ships with lots of planning, i.e. the Titanic, sink all the time.
Yeah.
I think you need to know when it's time to lock in and just close your eyes and follow the plan.
Yeah.
And when the plan needs a little bit of tweaking.
Yeah. Well,
I think that's just as important.
Of course.
How do you say of course?
Of course there's going to be like different, like everyone's plan's going to look different. I can only tell you what works best for me. Like, there's not been a time in my life where I've followed the plan the way I should have followed the plan, knowing, like, reflecting on it, knowing that I did everything that I could do and it didn't work out.
There has been multiple times in my life where I did everything according to plan. Things were planned out meticulously. Yeah. I stuck to them literally, like, to a T. Still everything falls apart.
That doesn't happen.
And there are times that I maybe should have jumped ship sooner.
Yeah, that's never happened to me. Like I'm saying, like, if you have some goal and, like, it's not working out or whatever, like you were saying, like, you want to jump ship or whatever, if you take a moment to reflect and, like, pull yourself out of that and look at it from, like, an outside perspective, if you can be honest with yourself and know that you did everything you could have done, you followed what you like without, like, any bullshit or any other, like, extra things, like, you can genuinely look at it and be like, I did everything I was supposed to do. I followed the routine I should have, and it didn't work. Then it wasn't, and then it probably wasn't meant to be. Like that. Yes, that is true.
I think everything works out in the end, and if it's not working out, then it's not the end. So, like, you just, like, you gotta keep,
like, no one knows the true recipe to success. You can only try what you can.
Nobody knows God's plan.
No one knows.
Nobody freaking knows. Like,
was it part of the plan that me and you were gonna end up filming a podcast today? I guess it was, because now we're here. But 20 minutes ago on that bed, I was like, I don't want to fucking get up and film this shit.
Yeah, of course.
But no, we did. We followed our plans and not the
Do you know what happens, though? And, like, I think I'm qualified to speak on this. The minute something becomes a job, that's when it stops being fun sometimes. Instagram is so great. I love the job because I'm meant to do that job, so it works out. Like, it aligns with my personality. Yeah. But for a lot of people, they'll be like, "Well, I love posting on Instagram, and I love making cute dumps, and I love picking songs."
Do it, and it's not.
But the minute that your income is tied to your ability to do that, it's not as fun.
Yeah.
It's one thing to sit and, like, just make the most gorgeous, cunty little paintings on canvas and, like, put them in your room and give them to your family. Yeah. It's another thing entirely to be commissioned as a painter.
They're two different perspectives and two different things.
Yeah, like, I wonder if you were, like, how your relationship with the gym would change if you became, like, a fitness trainer that clocked in at a gym.
Oh, well,
I wonder how things would change. I don't know.
I'd probably be better.
But, no, I'm saying I wonder if it would change how you view the gym. I don't know.
Maybe, just maybe. God knows, if I took a pit stop in Mom's room before I walked into your room, our whole day could have looked different. That's the greatest part.
That's the butterfly effect.
The greatest part about the butterfly effect, my guy.
And do you want to explain the butterfly effect? I don't actually really. I know it means that, like, small things can impact, like.
It's not even that. Everything you do,
like, small tiny decisions you make change the outcome drastically.
Everything you do drastically changes the outcome of your future. That's what the butterfly effect is. Like, let's say you're on a walk, and on your walk you decide to take a left, but, like, let's say in a different universe you took a right. Your whole day and everything that would have happened to you is going to play out completely differently.
I think that's entirely true.
Like depending on every decision you make is actively contributing to what is going on in the future. That's what essentially what the butterfly effect is. And, like, people think about, like, oh, like, imagine if I did this instead, how much different, like, that is the butterfly effect.
But I think it's so real. There have been times where I filmed something on a fluke, like just randomly. I didn't even plan. Like
super fucking
and it goes
viral.
super mega viral. Like,
there's something you spend 5 million years on, you pour your heart into, and it literally got 2
gets
views.
100 views.
It's 100 views, and the comments go, "Don't ever post this shit again." like there's that shit, or like it's like I'll post a video of my physique or a thing, and it's just like, yeah, physique checks out, and it's just like, okay, unlucky. Like, what am I supposed to do?
These are fun parts of the internet. Can you please tell the story?
About I don't like working out, it hurts. Yeah, that reminds me of you a lot, actually, I'll be honest. If you know, you know, like you FitX Fearless and that, there's like this, basically he's like a coach online or whatever, and he like, people come onto his streams and like ask him for advice. Like it's like basically like imagine, like in layman terms, like the best way to put it is like imagine like a free drop-in like a self-improvement thing. Like that's basically what he does. Like he'll stream and like people request to join for like set amount of time, wherever that he's giving free advice. Yeah. And there was one guy who joined who was like just complaining about a million things, and like how he doesn't like the way he looks, he doesn't like the way his relationship with his family or like with his significant other or like his body. And then Fit obviously goes like, okay, so have you gone trying to the gym? He goes, yeah, I have, but like I don't like going to the gym. He goes, why? He's like, because it hurts. I mean, like, yeah, going to the gym does hurt. Like, he's not wrong, but are we, like, let's be fucking for real. Like,
you know that fitness is one of the only, because, like, there's no equivalent for, I don't want to go, it hurts, and doing your makeup or doing, I mean, I guess people, no, actually there is. A lot of people don't want to spend the time doing it, so they won't.
But I think that's fun. I started using that to everything. Like, when anyone tells me, like, I need to do something I don't want to do, I just go, it hurts.
I wonder if I would still wear as much makeup if I wasn't on camera, like, 24/7.
And what if it hurt?
Well, it doesn't hurt.
But I'm saying, what if it did hurt? Would you be less inclined to do makeup? No. You'd be
if
less.
It hurt?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
like was his claim,
I don't think it feels nice to.
Like was his claim that crazy? Like I don't like lifting. It hurts.
I don't like lifting. It hurts. You spend more time on camera now than you used to.
Yeah.
Do you feel any inclination to start wearing makeup?
No.
I started wearing makeup though. I remember the first. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to play with makeup all the time. But like, when did I start wearing? I started wearing makeup when I needed to for work. Like when I started modeling and I started,
I've ever had makeup on is probably when we were modeling as children, and then for that YouTube video you did on me. So.
And your makeup looks great in that video. Like your makeup looks so good.
Can I give you my perspective on that? Because I don't know what good makeup looks like.
You do. You if you can sit here and go, oh, I don't like it when shorties do birthday makeup. Okay. Then clearly you know what bad makeup looks like.
I don't know.
Every guy I know goes, oh, I can't stand birthday makeup.
Okay, the thing about birthday makeup.
No, but I know. I'm not.
Birthday makeup's so funny though.
I'm not.
Like, look, the thing is, 95% of the time, women who like do the birthday makeup trend or like on their day get like their birthday gets super glamorous. Like it's just doing way.
But it's not that. What
like they take one feature that they have and they blow it out of proportion.
It has nothing to do with that. I think the culprit of, well, first off, anyone doesn't know, birthday makeup is basically just like, for some reason, sometimes the girly pops, when it's their birthday and they have to beat their mug and do their makeup, it just comes out looking a little crooked. Like it's face crack. It's just
like
not.
It's like we're experimenting with things that we don't usually
experiment with. It's not the best
with.
face card they've ever served to us, but I think what happens is when you are not used to using a lot of product and you do all of a sudden, like you don't know how to make it look good. I know girls that only do full beads and their makeup looks better than mine. Like it looks better than anyone's. Like it looks flawless. But if you're not used to using all this powder and using full coverage and using full pigment product, and all of a sudden on your birthday, because you know you want like the pictures to eat, you slap on all this shit.
Yeah, you're like goofy.
It's just not gonna look right, and I feel bad because obviously like a lot of people they just wanted their makeup to look good for their pictures.
I know, yeah, but it's like you look so much better without the birthday makeup. Why did we even post the birthday?
Like I will say, I don't think your birthday is the day to try new things with your makeup. Like do what you know works and then just go heavy on the editing maybe later.
Yeah.
Or everyone has a friend that knows how to beat. Like call your friend who really knows how to do her makeup or his makeup or their makeup.
Like you want to use makeup
and sorry, what?
To like accentuate your already like above average features. Like you want to accentuate those. Like
no, I don't agree with you. There's no rules to makeup. You should apply however the fuck you want. I'm just saying that
I guess I'm mansplaining. I guess I'm mansplaining.
No, I don't think that's mansplaining. I just don't think that it's. But honestly, Rastin, maybe like imagine on your wedding day. Okay, you want to work out that morning.
Okay.
That lift is not the day to try all new exercises and a new crazy split and new things. Because then all of a sudden you pull your hip and think like. That is the day to go to the gym and just do what you know works.
Exactly.
Your birthday, your wedding is different because most people you should pay someone to do it. Like events like that, just do the makeup that you know eats.
Okay.
If you want to make it more aggressive, like I feel like you just slap on like a crazier lip, a heavier lash, and you're good.
A heavier lip.
Like yeah, like instead of doing like a cutesy natural girl like nude like that, you want to bust out the Boussoir red for your birthday.
You
pop
can
off.
portray this whole, but just maybe skip on the birthday makeup. You know, maybe just do. Let's make our birthday makeup the makeup we always wear and look good in, anyways. So let's do that. How about we just make that the birthday makeup?
All of that yapping for that too. I mean, that's a valid takeaway. That's a valid takeaway
why is the birthday makeup a new? We're creating something that we haven't done before. Like, let's just do what we've been doing consistently better. Like, just a little bit better on that day. Like, it's not that.
That's what I'm saying. Just like a bigger eyelash,
or it's like when people get the fucking long ass like stab you in the throat nails. Like, damn, how you like?
There's nothing I appreciate more than when someone has like a really, really nice set of nails.
Awesome.
It was just funny because you hate nails.
I hate fake nails, but
nails.
if they're fake nails and they're super long, like it aches me out a little. Like not aches, but like it freaks me out a little bit.
There's only one thing that freaks me out, and it's when people do long nails that are square, and like it's just. You look crazy, and the nails. Like
if you want your nails to come a little bit off your hands, like
if you want nails, literally, and you want them square, I don't trust you. You won't. God forbid you tell
more judgmental than I am.
I'm judgmental about random things like this. If you have long, God forbid they're like red and square and they're long, like those nails. And then God forbid you tell me you like my necklace. I'm ripping it off and breaking it. I'm ripping up my shirt. Like don't tell me you like anything I'm wearing, because anything that you think looks good now, my brain is shot. It's not happening.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of the super long.
Any other nails are good. It's just something about the long, red, square. Like, it's just not giving. Don't do that.
Awesome.
Get a coffin tip. Do you know what a coffin tip is?
Get a chubby bunny.
A what?
A chubby bunny.
Funny bunny?
Yeah, no, chubby bunny.
No, funny bunny is like the shade everyone uses.
Yeah, chubby bunny, blue acrylics.
Or bubble bath is pretty cheap.
I don't know. I'm gonna go get a haircut and act mysterious.
No, all of my handlers will message you in that nail salon. Everyone wants to know, as you know, I have like an album of nail inspo that I send to them.
That's a problem that only you have.
No, that is an original problem.
This is a
burden for the. What's that? What's the thing? Original problem? No, original thought. Original interaction. That's not what it is. What's it called?
It's original thought.
Is it original thought?
Like that, what you have is that is you problem.
There's a word for this. I just can't remember it right now.
That is a that's an original issue.
Unique experience?
Yeah. Like that is a unique thing that happens just to you.
No, but this was like a trend a while ago of like certain things are like a unique thing. This has only ever happened to you. Unique experience. It's gonna come to me later, and I'm gonna lose it. Please, can someone comment it if they know what it is?
If you know what it is, let us know. Yeah, and if you figure it out,
we'll talk about it next week.
If you remember what it is, you can talk about it on the next episode.
Very much that.
Well, that's episode whatever.
Episode 3. Well, thank you for listening.
That's episode 3. Thank you so much for sticking around, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, guys.
See ya.